What's up, guys? I am here joined by. You want to introduce yourself?
You just didn't want to say my name because you didn't want to fuck it up.
It's not Doe Drill, it's Daw Drill, right?
Dodrill.
Okay, I've been saying Doe Drill for years, by
Yeah.
the way. Is that an issue?
No, the people I used to work with said do drill forever.
Do Drill,
And
because
it
you're
just
the
became
dude.
a thing. Like anytime I'd there's a certain person I love working with, and he'd go do drill, and it would just always make
With
me
that
happy.
voice?
With that voice. Wow. Yeah, I don't just make that voice. That's easy to make.
Must have been very excited to see you. Well, I'm excited to have you here. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, absolutely.
Means a lot. I guess this will be launched a few months later, but we're around Expo West time, so you have some context here.
And we just got back from the Arnold, and
Oh yeah, the Arnold is we just saw each other a few days ago at the Arnold. We did say we were going to do something that I can't repeat on camera, but
oh, I did say that.
he did say it.
You looked interesting Friday night.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Please tell me more.
Just your hair. I'm like, how many drinks did this guy have?
Oh, it was on purpose, all messy. Because I always like to bring a new look at these shows.
You're like, nobody knows what's going on.
All right, so I got some questions for you. We're going to run through them. Let's get this started. How was the transition to Axe and Sledge?
It was really cool. I just felt like handcuffs came off of just ideas. My first day, and they're very small things, but just label changes. So, we got the grind that just launched. That's the second thing I had my hand in.
Oh, really?
First thing was DBAP. So it's just really cool, like just, making a suggestion and seeing it done in live time. The way they operate from where I came from is just way more efficient, just a bigger team. So, you can do more things, see things in live time, and just get shit done. So it's pretty cool. Like when Seth, screams the hardworking motherfucker, everybody at that industry or in that company is really a hardworking motherfucker. It's pretty cool to be around.
Hardworking motherfucker, get shit done. Falls in line with the brand.
We gotta beep this out every time we say it, don't we?
They'll figure it out.
You should though.
We have two videographers. They can figure it out.
You should just beep out every time we say fuck, because it'll be way more entertaining.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beep. Like that's just great.
Don't beep that out.
Don't beep that one.
So do you still have to travel as much as you used to?
I don't have to drive anymore.
Okay.
So that is the bigger change. So I think that is the biggest thing about getting shit done right now is so many wasted minutes driving. If I would go to California, yeah, I'd be working, going across the country, but like how much? It's 3 days in a car. Like how much, you know what I mean? I could be on the phone the whole time, things like that. My days are very structured now. Bought a walking pad. It's amazing. I have like a walking pad at my desk, so it's literally the exact opposite of what I've been doing.
You're always doing cardio.
I'm always doing cardio now at a desk, and I'm so locked in. I'll skip eating. So it's really funny, just those little changes have happened. But yeah, I mean, I'm still traveling. Like, we're past the Arnold. I didn't have to travel for that event, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, up at 4 o'clock a.m. every day. We're out until 1:30 a.m. every night. And now it's a Monday, and I got in last night, which would have been 1 a.m. my time when I landed. So it's like I'm still going pretty hard. It's just a different way of doing it. I'm just not physically sitting all the time driving.
Less back pain, I assume?
I feel great.
Look great, too. You look great, too, man.
Arnold, biggest thing that was said, it's just like, I did a meeting with Seth, and 3 times during the meeting, shout out to Austin, not going to say where he's from, but 3 times, you look so happy. And it's like, well, shit. Like, have I just been a miserable prick for the last 5 years? But I really think it's more the tiredness. Like, I've always had the same energy, but I think I'm recovering a lot better now.
Yeah, well, you were always like, I don't know, I think I did a video with you a couple years ago, and I asked you, like, you always seem to be in a good mood.
Yep.
You always seem to be happy. Like, where does that come from? But
it's perspective.
yeah.
Me and Seth were talking about that because Seth's very much, David, you're a very nice guy. And it's the silver lining in everything you do, right? Like, we are very lucky to be in this industry.
It's a fun industry.
Dude, I'm getting paid right now, and we're just hanging out talking.
drinking caffeine.
It's pretty great.
You're on the casting couch.
Yeah, on a casting couch, and hopefully I don't end up on a weird secret server later.
That's after.
That's afterwards. So it's perspective. You know, I do a really good job, I think, just seeing the good in what we do and the potential of what we do, and full circle moments and things like that. Like, life's cool. Life's extremely cool.
Yeah, this industry is very fun too. Like, I have to admit, I think the Arnold, just being at the Hyatt Bar, is like my favorite time of the year. I just love being there. So
This is
not many other industries can say that.
I gotta watch how I word things.
Oh, okay.
But this is the first year I've been able to actually do my job and go to the Hyatt Bar. It's the first year I didn't work a booth.
Wow. Yeah, we had a booth last year that was kind of in the way. I'm like, I'd probably be more productive just.
You had a booth at Arnold?
Yeah, last year we had one. This year we had a collab one with Panda.
Okay.
But last year we had a booth just mainly to support Shane at Stacked. But this year it was like, okay, we just sent like 3 people out and we just hung out at the Hyatt. Well, we did our rounds. You know, we had the collab booth as a home base.
Yep.
Hope that didn't ruin the sound. But where was I? But I was like, damn, if I was just at the Hyatt Bar, you know, people come in, talk. It's like a big fraternity. I don't know.
And it's a reunion with everybody in the industry. And I think that felt great.
I think that's why I enjoy it so much.
Yes.
Because it's like the friends I have are all there.
Yeah, and it's like we all get busy. We can't talk to everybody 24/7.
Yeah.
We dive into work. We're calling accounts. We're calling, contacts.
We're all competitors too.
100%.
Well, not me, but.
But it's like to see people just run into that place. Hi, nice to see you. And just a quick hug. It's like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like I think it was Friday night. I'm not a person that likes going out, but we went to dinner. I went to dinner with some really cool people. And then I look at Logan Bailey at Europa, and I go, we got to go back to the Hyatt Bar, don't we? He goes, oh, yeah. And we went back over at like 9, 10 p.m. We stayed out till probably 1:30. But it's like, you look around that thing. You got buyers from GNC. You got buyers from Vitamin Shop. You got all these industry people just having a good time. And it's like, this goes back to like my outlook on things. You just take a step back and you look at it and you're like, this is pretty cool. Like, this is pretty sick. Just seeing everybody happy and together, and Fitness Informant and Price Plow over there talking, and just people that you don't normally see. And I saw like 3 distribution competiters sitting at a table just talking.
Oh yeah,
And I was
my
like,
best
this is
friends are in our other ingredient suppliers too sometimes.
100%.
Because we're all in the same stuff. We
Yes.
don't really compete. Sorry. What's your favorite state? Since you've traveled so much.
It's changing over times. Washington. Very specific part, like Port Angeles near Forks. We all seen Twilight, right?
Unfortunately not.
You haven't seen Twilight? I need a different person on this podcast except for G. But it's just like out in the woods, like these outer banks. It's always rainy and gloomy.
I could imagine the spot.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. Like, I'll never forget. I went a year ago, and I've always wanted to go to this exact area. And I finally went, and I had my camera up, and I just twirled in a circle. And you had the blue of the ocean, and then as soon as you turned, it turned your whole skin black and gray, just from the dusk.
Do you have footage of that?
I do.
Can you send it so we can insert it into the video?
Yes.
All right. Cue that.
And it's just sick. It's just a cool moment. Like, you don't get to experience those things, but it just teaches you, like, dude, life's just great.
So it's Washington before, and you said it was changing. What was it before?
Either Utah or Minnesota. I think Minnesota is skewed because I love the Sweeneys so much. So it was just like a lot of good memories of just going to go visit them.
I know why you like Minnesota. It's because that's where you met me.
That is true.
And we met it in Minnesota.
Good things happen in Minnesota.
Exactly.
But it's like it changes during the seasons. Like, I love going to Salem every year during October. In Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts. I was like,
I'm so
Maine?
close to there.
Yeah, it's
What season do you like to go there?
like fall.
Yeah, that's when I live. There's great spot.
Yeah, it's just cool. You walk this street and during Halloween, and dude, people are just dressed up like Michael Myers, just standing there all day, and they back out into an alley, and it's like I feel safe. Like, they're not going to murder me, but that would be the way to murder somebody. Like, just dress up.
I was not expecting that, but I like it.
So yeah, I mean that area is cool. Yeah, it's just always changing, and it's definitely with the seasons it changes. I love going to Florida in early December because I'm not used to that. Like I grew up in Ohio in like the PA area, and if you're in Florida December 1st in a convertible, there is nothing like that.
Okay,
because like you're just used like it's December 1st. It shouldn't be
We're
nice.
in Cali, so I kind of like
you
get
live
that.
this world.
It's kind of random. So,
but even Cali, the last time, not the very last time I was here, but the time before that, I was hanging out with my friend Tony, and just a different experience. Like I had such a great time. We hiked behind like the Hollywood sign, and it's like I literally looked up and I was like, I can see myself moving to California one day. It's beautiful. Like,
yeah, if you can afford it, it's one of the best places on earth.
But I feel like you can afford it if you move there.
You're kind of forced to, right?
Exactly.
You're forced
I think it's a lot of things. Like growing up where I did, I grew up in like this really small ass town, and not until I moved to Columbus did I make so much more money, because you're forced to. Your environment changes.
That's true.
And so I think we always say, yeah, if you can afford it, if you move this place, if you there, really have like. You're going to make it work. You can't be homeless.
I've thought about that too.
Out there, but
I've thought about that too because I was like, where would I want to be homeless? I'm like, if you're homeless in Hawaii, it's probably a good life, right?
Probably a great life.
Like, oh, it's expensive there. Like, yeah, but if you're
you
homeless,
watch that episode of Boy Meets World?
No,
where Corey's just out there. Like,
I didn't watch that much. Sorry, just like Twilight.
Oh, it's so good. Anyway, Ben Savage, his character Corey, they go to Hawaii and he's like, I just want to live here, and he starts crafting coconut faces.
Okay.
And it's just like, yeah, this is my new spot. I'm just going to sell coconut faces.
Simple life, easy
Simple life in Hawaii.
Okay, this is going to be a speed run. So just the first thing that comes to mind, but it's about your products.
Okay.
It's favorite flavor, intake.
Dick.
Hydraulic. Okay.
My favorite flavor, hydraulic. Dick. Actually, the fact that that's hydraulic, it could be true.
Oh, a little teaser there.
Yeah, that's funny.
We'll get to that. Favorite flavor of intake?
Fruit Kaboom.
Hydraulic.
Christmas Punch.
DBAP.
Sour Starburst. Is that what it is?
I've never had DBAP.
Yeah, there's like a sour... I don't know why I'm blanking on the name. I think it's Starburst. But it's not Starburst like a Starburst.
We'll bring it up.
Yeah.
The Grind.
Ooh. Deadlifts and gummy bears.
Farm Fed.
That one's tied between peanut butter and honey and chocolate cookies and cream, which was a limited run.
Exists
so
in your
that's
memories.
the hard part. Well, I fucking just stole a full bottle of it. It's great.
Way more.
French toast sticks.
That's the new one, right?
It comes out next week.
Okay.
On the 13th.
So yes, it is a new one.
Yeah. By the time this is out,
is that limited or exclusive or?
So how Way More works is every flavor. Way More is an exclusive to GNC product.
Okay.
So that product can only be sold on GNC, and then our D2C customers as well. So it just can't be sold in any other wholesale.
Like brick and mortar and stuff like that. Okay. So that's a little TikTok reel right there for you. All right. How have you maintained your sales relationships over the years?
I don't sleep.
Wow. I was not expecting that, but I like it. Go on.
Well, it's because I try to be there for everybody. I am such a people person. And I just always try to make myself available when people need me. And checking in on people. Like I feel like that's the key to all of it. Like this job is not sales. It's relationships. And it's just doing good by your friends. So it's never, harm me. Like, I used to work with Logan Bailey, and, now he is running sales at Europa. It's a good relationship just to keep a friend.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, very
helps.
true. I've had a lot of clients like move around to different spots too, and it just helps out.
100%.
It's a very small industry. Someone's going to work at another brand.
And you can't hate on people. Like, you can't hate on anybody else's success. You can't hate on other brands. Like, people do what's best for them, but, like, just care about people. Like, you never know where you need someone's help. And if you ever said anybody says they did anything on their own, they're full of shit. You need somebody's help.
That's true.
So just be available for all your friends.
That's good advice. Okay, here's one too, kind of in the same category. So advice for 18 to 19-year-olds trying to break into the industry, like get a job in it.
Don't. No, I'm joking. That's an interesting one. Start small. What I mean by that is go to work at a vitamin shop. Go work at a GNC. You tell me what person in this industry, Dan Larenko, used to work at a GNC.
I worked at a GNC.
You see the ins and outs then, and if you can really get through the stress and the other things that come with that, and you still love this stuff afterwards, you're set. But also, in that same breath, don't think you can move ahead too fast. Build the time, build the equity in what you're doing. Learn all you can do. Don't do it for 6 months and be like, all right, I'm ready. I need to go join a brand now. No, learn everything you can and then move on. Meet sales reps. When I used to go to stores, the biggest thing I would say is you do not know what meeting people can take you. So it's like if you meet me, you give me a really good experience. If you don't think some place and time in the future, if you don't wow me, that something comes up and I'll be like, oh, you need to meet this person. It's 100% going to happen. So it's just like, be authentic, be nice to everybody. And it goes back to just keeping good relationships.
Yeah. I think a lot of it too is, that was a good answer by the way, but I think a lot of it too is also being at the right place too. We were at the Arnold, and I remember I was in the Hyatt bar and I'm like, I wonder how many kids are down there, like at the Arnold, like looking at all these brands, like, wow, I want to work for these guys. Like maybe they go there to try to find a job. I'm like, if they were just to like take a right at the entrance door, like outside the Arnold, go up the escalator, go to the Hyatt bar and meet all the people where all the actual like stuff happens, right? And they network. That's probably like, imagine like, hey, the opportunity is there. You're just in the wrong spot.
100%.
You could just go sit there at the Hyatt bar, talk to somebody.
We did the pop-up at the Pros Gym.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that came up to me, hey, like I hear you took over, sales. Like, are you guys ever going to expand into this state and this state? I'd love to work for you guys. And, my response right now is we're growing. Shoot me an email. Let's just stay in touch. Because, again, it goes back to if you're younger, just wow me. Like, show me why you're different than anybody else. And show me you're passionate about this.
Have the confidence to even ask.
Yes.
Like, hey, I'm interested.
I shouldn't say this because I'm going to be a butthole to somebody on it. But we had, I'm going to try to word this correctly. People work our booths. There's a big difference between people that are in this industry where they come from like, a store and they feel entitled versus somebody outside the industry. I had the better experience with the person from outside the industry because she was so grateful for the experience. Yeah. And she wowed my entire team. Oh. Like wowed. But then you got this person that like works in store that didn't wow us. And it's like, it's really hard because it's just like, well, you would think that, right? But it's like there was an entitlement to one and there was a gratefulness to the other. I'm always going to choose that gratefulness.
I almost feel like it'd be opposite.
100%.
Because like someone in the industry usually wants to move up. Like, oh, wow, I'm here now. That's interesting.
But it's this status level that certain people get at a young age where they're just like, no, I've earned this. No, you don't earn it till you're there.
We sound like old heads right now. Like younger generation wants everything handed to them.
It's really funny. I think I said it like a couple years ago where I walked into a gym and I just started complaining about younger kids working out. And I'm like, oh, that's how people felt when I was young. Where they insulted me for coming in here with like my Mark Bell raps and I'm just ready. But yeah, but it's funny that, I mean, that's how life works. We are the old heads now. Like, that's the way it has to go.
I'm enjoying it. All the gray hair and the beard, it's all earned.
100%
earned, not given.
I haven't gotten mine yet. I got like a few little
Lucky
spots.
Your hair's also lighter than mine, so maybe they're hiding in there.
And I've been dyeing it more.
Whatever. I don't think I get past that line. Okay, here's one. What's it like working for Seth?
It's really great. I it's perspective. And, I think I got there and there was a lot of perspective around the office already, I would say, of just how it is to work there. But I don't think people realize how grateful I am to work for Seth. He's a real he's just a real person. And it's like, we got on a flight. We did a first trip together to Texas. We got on a flight and he goes, what seat you at? And I go, oh, I'm in 10A. What seat you at? And he goes, oh, I'm 22F. And I'm
It's
like,
in the back.
What? You're Seth Feroci. you got big old legs. Because like I pick my seats based on like leg room and like, you know, just being comfortable in my flight. And he truly is just a middle class American, and he doesn't need anything special. You know, the whole week, and I've been around other influencers over the years, so it's in my mind I have this very preset. Let me take care of you. Like, you got your meals. When do you want to work out? When do you want to do this? Seth goes, well, no. What's your schedule? What are you doing? He goes, I'm gonna be up doing cardio. I remember I spent a whole day at a hotel, just like I work in the mornings when we travel. And I didn't hear from him till like 3 p.m. And I'm just like, this is odd. But it's like he wakes up, he did his cardio, he got his eggs from the hotel, he caught up on work. And, you know, then we had a full day set. We had meet and greets and things like that. But yeah, it's so cool. And we are, I don't know if he sees it yet, but I see it. We're very like-minded. Like, we grew up 45 minutes away from each other. Oh. So it's, the mindset is very similar to me and Seth. I think I'm less in your face about it, but it's very similar. We see the exact same things. It's a really cool collaborative process with him. He understands his value a lot too, and that's what I really appreciate. He knows his spot, and he allows people to, hey, you're the head of this, run with it. I trust you, run with it. Yeah, it's been amazing working for him.
It's good. Let's see. So okay. Any updates on yourself? Health, family, travel?
I think I'm happy. I think that's the overarching update of what I figured out at the Arnold. You know, we can always improve, we can always do better, but I think genuinely, I feel fulfilled. I feel seen, and I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Even on the wholesale side, I don't know if I can say this. I don't really care. But we had an awesome February. So it was just like looking at the numbers and being like, oh shit, this is what we should have been doing all along. And, you know, it's really cool to see your work pay off. Like, it just really is. You know, I got told, won't say by who, that I wasn't qualified to go to Axe and do the job. And then it's like the whole month of February, looks like I was qualified. What do you mean?
It's got to be a good feeling.
Very. I don't know if I'm proud of it, but I'm very much if you tell me something negative, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to prove you wrong. That's how I've always been. And yeah, probably the worst thing you could ever do if you're a competitor, to say I can't do something.
Damn.
Because I'm going to do it. But I mean, dude, I got a great team. Like I said, everybody there just works extremely hard, and all I'm really doing is implementing different viewpoints and different ways to structure certain things, and just like kind of answering the same questions you're asking. You know, how do we follow up with people? How do we talk to people? It's like build actual relationships with people. Like, we're not order takers. Like, I love that the demand is there for X, but like, couldn't we grow this by just showing ourselves a little bit more? You know, Axe has been through hell, dude. Like, we saw it go up, and then there was like a steadiness, and now it's going up again. And it's like, I want to get to that next level. Like, we're there. We're the next brand on that like little teeter chip where you're just like, you know, Raw just sold. You know,
is that official? I don't know if we can say that, right?
Why is it? This is very official.
Oh, Raw just sold
like 3 weeks, a month ago,
to ESN, right? The quality group.
I'm not going to talk about the details of it.
Okay, definitely cut that out.
But like,
okay, so that's a known thing, because I was like, I heard
it's a very known thing.
Okay, this has to test me out. But it's the quality group, right? That's who bought it. That's my client. Yeah. So
you got Alani new, 1.8 bill. You know, Ghost sold. So it's like, when you're looking at brands right now, you tell me another brand besides Axe and Sledge that's on that next one to go up. Doesn't exist.
Rise.
I think they're going to sell in a month.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. All right.
They're there. You know what I mean?
They're already there.
They're already at that peak where you're just like, oh shit. And again, it's like I don't know if the idea of Axe is to really even sell it. But overall, growing wise, I expect to do a lot of fun shit this year. You know, when me and Seth originally had to talk about me coming on, it was very eye opening. You know, just kind of talking. And, you know, he goes like, what's our consumer that you see? And I'm like, okay, well, did you see the election? I'm no matter what side you're on, I don't care. But all that red, that was your middle class American. That's who we are. And then when you look at it on a marketing standpoint, if you were to text me right now, hey, David, what pre-workout brand did you take today? What protein brand did you take today? There's 2 emojis in my phone that I can respond, and you know what I'm talking about. There's a ghost, and there's an axe and sledge.
Okay.
That tells me everything I need to know about the brand. It means it's relatable, and it means I can fit it into all these different niche markets, and I can relate to more people than we're currently relating to. So that is really the next step of Axe and Sledge this year, is just relate to it. We brought on a new marketing guy. Labels are going to look pretty good this year. This year we're upgrading in a lot of ways.
Even more so?
Yeah. You're going to see a lot. I'm really excited about this year. And I think that's where like, you know, people are like, oh, you look happy. I'm just really excited for everything that's coming this year. I'm like, my schedules aren't like, me and Seth were talking yesterday. I'm like, our year's booked. like what other event can we do? Our year is pretty booked. But dude, it's a cool feeling. It's such a cool feeling.
You're in the fun times right now.
Very. I have not had this much fun in a long time.
All right. So tell me about the Blacklight product.
The wiener.
The wiener?
So by the time this comes out, it's already out.
Yeah.
That I had no hand in. But yeah, if you take a Blacklight to it, there's a big old penis on the side.
That's to make sure it's authentic, right?
Yeah. Do you know the story?
Yeah, I was told.
I thought that was really cool.
It.
So essentially, back in the day, Seth just went to the warehouse and instead of signing shakers, he just drew a penis on them, and they sold out. Like it was like one of their highest selling things ever. And again, it's you look at what Seth has created, just being himself. And you know, when we went to the Arnold, you weren't there on Saturday?
I was there until like 2.
So what opened my eyes to a lot about Seth and just the possibility, just him doing stuff like that, right? He's grown this brand over the years, and he's not been. I mean, he's been in the industry that long, but realistically looking at it, like he's not been doing supplements that long. No. You're looking at what 2017, 2018. We were supposed to do a pop-up meet and greet at Jim Reaper's. We have nothing to do with Jim Reaper's, just good friends. And he snuck in, and he went behind the back. And one person stopped him. Within 10 minutes, line starts forming down the aisle. I was like, what? I've never seen anything like that. And again, like I've been with influencers that have millions of followers, and it has not ever been like that. I have never seen anything like that. So he gets into the booth, and finally it wraps. You saw how big the Jim Reaper's booth was.
Yeah, it was a cool booth for sure.
Wrapped all the way down the side, wrapped around where they had that shipping container, and down that line too. So it's like literally all the way down that entire way this way now. So it formed an L. Just from an impromptu meet and greet. Everyone wearing an Axe and Sledge shirt, AAR shirt, and I'm just like, this is pretty sick. Like, it's just, I feel a part of something big. And it's really cool.
Seth definitely has a good message. If you haven't seen any of his videos, he has his fun days, just like regular bodybuilding days, but then he has like deep talks with people on there. Yeah. And those are the good ones. That's where the gold is. So.
And we're working on something to, I want to limit what I say on it. I don't know if we'll be out by then, but we're working on something to get him out there even more, which gets you into his stuff a little bit more too.
Okay.
Which is pretty sick.
Can I have a live media team around him at all times or something?
No.
Oh, that was my guess.
But it's going to be way more personal.
Okay.
And I think it's going to do really, really well.
That's good. All right. Any closing remarks? Anything else you want to say?
How long is this podcast? 25 minutes?
Yeah, we're not gonna keep them long. Like,
could have went for like 2 hours. What do you mean?
Oh, only 30. Yeah. Damn, my attention span is. Anything you want to go over? Anything you want to say? Like, because I just had like 8 questions down, wanted to get through them, and then.
What are you doing? Like, how's life been for you? How's G?
How's
work Chad?
Here. I just work here, man. G, Chad. I have like 3-4 different nicknames in this industry at this point. Yeah. Well, the thing is, so Gerhard's my real name, but nobody pronounces that. So when you're in sales, you don't want to go to someone and be like, "Oh no, that's not how you pronounce my name," because everybody pronounces it wrong. You don't want to put yourself beneath someone in a weird way.
100%.
And so Ryan called me G to make it easy, but I also didn't feel comfortable going up to like professional like.
Hey, I'm G.
Like hey, I'm G. It's like that's weird too. I'm like. So I looked at my license. You
could have stole like the GRU logo and just wear that everywhere. Hey, I'm G.
Write that down, Jamie, please.
GRU.
But so I looked at my license. Like, oh yeah, my middle name's Chad. So I'm like, okay, I'll go by that.
Let's do that.
I tried it. Some people still say it, and it's good. Like I prefer it, but I went by G so long.
You prefer Chad over G?
I don't care. Whoever knows me, just if you're gonna pronounce my name, try to say my name. At least pronounce my first name right.
Yes.
Gerhard. But
you said it like Chris Gethin does. Chris Gethin probably pronounced your name pretty well.
Probably. Like he's also from Europe, so he probably has like a little bit of that.
Yeah.
How's he? Oh yeah. Well, you don't work for him anymore. Damn it.
I still talk to. I talked to him at the Pros Gym.
I still watch his videos from like 14 years ago.
He's great. He is the nicest human I have ever met in my entire life.
Yeah, I met his wife before I met him.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's funny. The day he won me over as like just a person. Again, so used to other influencers, and I'm cleaning up the Unmatched car at the time, and I had to pick him up and take him to Vegas Discount. He was going to be on a podcast there, and I picked him up. I cleaned out the front seat, and I was like, okay, like Sybil can sit in the back, like she's tiny, like I got this little bit of room for her. No, what a stand-up dude. She got the front seat, sitting Indian style, instantly on her phone. He has both suitcases, sits in the back, puts them on top of his lap, and he has a big smile on his face, and we're just driving down the street. And just, it hit me that day. I was like, this is why he's just a great dude. Like...
Yeah. I'll meet him eventually, I'm sure.
You've not met him yet?
No.
Really?
Never have.
He was at the Arnold.
I have a story to tell you after on how I could have met him, but it didn't happen.
He's just generally a good human.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it, right? We're out here. Any closing remarks?
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Start talking about
They were like, keep this to like 20, 30 minutes, and then we can talk more. I mean, are you hungry?
Very hungry.
Well, let's grab lunch.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys have a suggestion for lunch? What do you like?
We're in California. We can't just go to In-N-Out?
We can go to In-N-Out. You want to sit down at In-N-Out?
Is that a thing? Do people sit down in In-N-Out?
Yeah. I do sometimes.
Every time I drive by, there's like a long-ass line for some reason.
That's why you want to go inside.
Yeah.
And sit down and enjoy it, the scenery.
Actually, I want to know something for you people in California.
Okay.
Why is In-N-Out not on DoorDash?
I mean, that would be too crazy, in my opinion. Kind of like, imagine the line. The line's already long as it is. Imagine the line if DoorDash had to like come by and pick up the food.
It's so crazy. I can say something that'll get me canceled on DoorDash right now.
Do it.
So, if you pay for the membership on DoorDash,
okay, I
am a firm believer. There's going to be so many people that hate me right now. I am a firm believer. If I don't enjoy the experience, I'm not paying for it. So, if it is not perfect, I get a refund every time because I pay $60 a year for my DoorDash pass.
My DoorDash pass is included with my credit card.
Is it really?
Yeah, my Chase
credit.
It's like a Chase something.
What's your social security number?
61. Just kidding.
But yeah, I mean, if I don't like it or they've come fucked up, I'm just like, oh, I'm getting a refund.
It never showed up.
Oh, I do the same. Like if I DoorDash Chipotle and the burrito's too small and it's not the size. I was like, no. I said double meat. You did not double meat this, and this is a tiny size of my fist. Refund.
Do the driver still get paid there? Because I'd feel bad for that.
Yeah, the driver still gets paid.
Okay, as long as the driver gets paid.
Yeah, but the establishment doesn't, and that's the one who kind of messed it up in the first place.
Rage Against the Machine.
I never refund it if it's the driver's fault. Because they already have a hard enough job, in my opinion.
You ever had food eaten out of your bag? I have.
No.
I had. I saw this, I don't know. I saw a lady, she came up to my door, she looked kind of miserable, and I opened my bag and there's like less than half of the fries in there. She just looked guilty. And
what was the place you got
it was McDonald's, actually. This is like during COVID. This is during COVID. We don't put that in there.
No,
but
put it in
don't do it. Put it on my story.
Put it on my story.
All right. Let's all right, I can show you the rest. We have another like warehouse down the like in the same plaza.
Dude, this whole place is cool.
Yeah, hey, we're trying to become a destination ingredient place. So, like, we're gonna like your boy Reneki's gonna come here.
Is it?
Yeah, in a few months. You know, we're trying to get a bunch of people here, have a bunch of podcasts, and then have like a steady stream of content. Is that the plan? I don't do media. I just work here.
Who's usually the person going to be in your chair?
Whoever's client it is. Like you're my client. So. So like Mark downstairs, he had Centurion, so he talked to him. Who else did we have here? Historic Labs. They came by. Mark works with them.
Do you only want to do like the person you deal with, but like?
Usually, yeah, because it's our responsibility.
What about like Seth? Like
Seth can come here. Yeah, it would be me talking.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully I can keep up with his energy.
It's hard.
Yeah, I know he's intense. Well, I've sat there with him before.
Respectfully, you can give him a microphone, ask him one question. He has that whole podcast for 2 hours. It's great.
Oh, I experienced that because we visited a couple years ago, and he was good. Like,
he'll motivate the hell out of you. Like he's great.
So we don't even know.